Brian from Snowwalker Bushcraft. I'm up in New Hampshire visiting some relatives, and well, I went out today and I'm going to do a little bit of a tramp out here. And some of the things that we're going to discuss while I'm up here is we're going to continue in back to basics, and we're going to do an on-the-fly 5-minute fire. And just with the materials that I can find out here, I haven't been in this patch of woods before, so we're going to see what we can find. Don't go away. Alright guys, this is pretty much perfect weather for practicing a 5-minute fire. Alright, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's actually sleeting right now. We've gone around, we've collected, what we can use for, essentially a tinder bundle or a makeshift tinder bundle really quick. And now we want to get our materials that we're going to use for the fire. And again, there's 3 different sizes of fuel. There's pencil lead size, pencil, and then finally our thumb size fuel. And then we can start putting on our larger fuel to go along with that once we get it rolling. So primarily what we want right now is we want enough to get our 5-minute fire going so that we have enough heat generated and enough fire sustained that we can go out and we can get more wood. So let's go ahead. We're going to collect all that material up. Now, as you can see, most of the time we want our dead hanging branches. Alright, if we get our smaller material first, that's going to be pretty much the driest. Just remember that it will get the wettest, and it will be the wettest first, especially in weather like this. So you would have to get larger material, cut it in half, and then start working off the inside to get to the dry wood if it's wet. Alright, but if you start to see these dead standing trees right in here, what we're going to do is we're going to start with our 3 sizes. Alright, one good trick to know whether or not the wood is wet or dry is if you break the wood off and you snap it, you hear it snap and you put it next to your face. If it warms to your face, it's dry. If it stays cool, then it would be damp or wet. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to start collecting this. I'm going to put the camera away for the time being because it is starting to come down a lot harder. Alright, so as you can see, what I've done is I've made a platform to keep our tinder bundle up off the ground. A little bit of elevation on these 2 sticks here, and what you can also do is, if you really want to, in the progression, is you can stick a stick here. Now, what I got for tinder bundle, some dried flower tops, and we're going to process our birch bark. It seems to be in abundance here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use it. you get a nice paper birch, it'll come off in layers. It'll be very fine and very delicate, and you can use it quite well. So essentially what we've done is we've created a fire lay for a twig fire. The smaller twigs are going to catch fire first. They're going to burn very quickly, very fast, and then we're going to add the rest of our material to it to have our fire. Alright? So we're going to use the Strike Force, and we're going to go from there. Alright guys, so essentially that's it. You saw how quickly the fire came up and was going. I don't think it took 5 minutes to get a good sustainable fire going. It's just about going out and practicing your skills. Again, it's a very rudimentary type exercise, but again, it's going to help you. The rain did stop, the sleet stopped, but we had, high humidity, we had damp conditions. Lucky enough for me, I had collected the right amount of materials, what I needed, things that were going to help me accomplish the task. All right. I don't know how long it took. I'll find that out in editing, but I don't think it was too long. So anyway, that's it for a 5-minute fire exercise. This is Brian from Snowwalker Bushcraft. I thank you for your views and your comments, and until the next one, walk the woods.